Are you wondering if ConvertBox is for you? This week we are going to be taking a look in the back end of ConvertBox, giving it a review, showing you what we love, what we don't love about it, and that way you can decide if it's a good fit for you and your business. Let's get into it. So ConvertBox is a brand new software to the market that we've been testing out ever since day dot that it was launched, and we have to say we love it, and I'm going to show you why we love it. But first of all, what is ConvertBox? As you can read, ConvertBox is created to engage visitors, build lists, drive more sales with beautiful on-site messages. And we've taken advantage of nearly all of these features, and every single time we log on, we find something more awesome about what we can do with it. So it lets you segment your customers. So depending on what it is that you're wanting to tell them. So it lets us segment our visitors and leads. So I can ask people questions about where they are on their journey and take them to content that's relevant to them depending on what they pick. We can build our email list with using opt-in forms and lead magnets, pop-up forms. We can target the right customers like it says. And one of my favorite things is that we can track everything, and it's super easy to track. And I'm going to show you more about that in just a minute. So it integrates with everything that we love. So ActiveCampaign, if you use MailChimp, and a lot of other different softwares out there, including Zapier. It helps you to convert by using countdown timers, which we absolutely love. You can also do quizzes as well, which is like a big deal. Finding something that you can do like almost everything in the way of trying to grow your email list and interact with your customers is just amazing. And it's owned by the same company as Thrivecart, which means they still offer this as a one-off payment. So once you've paid it, that's it, you've got it for life. So as you already know, that's a big winner for us. So you've got side notifications, center modals, sticky bars, full page takeover, embed into your content, and then embed into your sidebar, which we are going to get onto. And it's just something that we have loved. And like I said, every time we go onto it and log into it, I find something new. So let's take a look in the back end. And first, I want to go to the automation girl. So this is basically what the dashboard looks like once you've created a few of the forms. So our main one is our freebies page. So if I head over to the Automation Girl website, here you can see the different forms that we've popped on there that are available, and these are all through ConvertBox. So we've embedded them on. And what this lets me do, and why I love it so much, is because it's so easy to see what's converting and what isn't, and whereabouts on your website things are converting. So as you can see for us, our most converting freebie is 50 ways to market your business without using social media. Surprising that that's been so big. Even over our top 5 things to automate in your business, which is actually doing better than the masterclass. So what this enables me to do very quickly is to see what's converting and what isn't, and to really hone in on what is converting. So for example, if this masterclass isn't converting very well, which it isn't, I know to take that off as a pop-up and put 50 ways to promote your business without using social media. So I can see at a glance what is and isn't working. So I just want to close that. And then I want to head over to Christian Women in Business, which is my membership site. So I've got a few different things set up here. I've got one that's set up for our events. So on our events page, if people want to know when an event's coming up, you can see that we've had 4 leads, which isn't great. So I know that's not really a high converting one, but I still think it's important to there, because if people do want to be interested, we want to be letting them know. Then we've got our freebies page again, which if I jump over to the Christian Women in Business and Leadership website, we can see all the different freebies we've got available. Now these are set out a little bit differently to the Automation Girl, and I've put the highest converting one at the top, but these forms are still all from ConvertBox. And then if we head back to ConvertBox, we can see that the God-Centered Business is converting the most. So this is in the past 30 days. And then the 50 by 50 ebook is second over that, which is great. Still, I've got my automation thing on there because that's my thing. Different income streams isn't converting as much as God-Centered Business. So this is just really interesting for me to go and see at a glance what is and isn't working in the way of free opt-ins, and also the different places we've put them on the website. The next thing I want to take you through is the countdown timers that these have available. Now, we've only just opened intakes again, so these have been closed. So literally today is when I've put them back on, made them active. So if I head over to Safari, I'm just on the homepage of Christian Women in Business, and basically this one here, intakes open, I've picked it so it displays on all our big website pages. So the home page, so after they've been on here for 5 seconds, it will show. I click on to become a member, and then what happens is when I start scrolling through our membership, another one's going to pop up here. So these are evergreen counters now. I've just changed them over to evergreen as well, and it's going to give them a direct link to actually sign up. So this is going to take them to Thrivecart. We've got our different payment options available. This is our bonus offer, and then they can complete their order. So that's a really cool feature that I love with this ConvertBox, because I was paying a fortune for another software that allowed to do kind of evergreen countdowns and also have them in the emails as well. But I've chosen not to have them in the emails anymore and just take advantage of this. So if I go into one of these, I'm going to show you the countdown timer, and then I'm going to show you how we've set up one of our freebies, just so you can see what it's like to work with it. So normally you'd go into a new ConvertBox and start from scratch, but I'm just going to use this one for now. So here you can see that it's shown up in the bottom of the page. When I've clicked onto this, I've shown it that I want it on the bottom. I've added a background image, and then you can go and literally, it's so easy. It's just drop and pop, as I like to put it. I've got 2 buttons and a countdown timer. I've told the countdown timer that I want it on for 5 days. I want it to be large, and I also should change that so everything's the same. And then I'm going to hit close. So I can literally just drag and drop all different things onto here, progress bars, whatever. So next I tell it where I want it to be displayed and the triggers. So the triggers is for 5 seconds on the page. I actually want to do this for 1 second. Done. The frequency is 3 times per session and then 3 times in total. And I only want it to display on the join page. So the other one that I had shown on a lot of other pages, but because this is direct to cart, I just want it to show on the actual join page. Now this is where it gets super fun. So I can get super targeted now. I've already got my ConvertBox hooked up to ActiveCampaign, and I'm telling it to only show people who aren't on our members list. So any of the countdown timers are only going to show those people who aren't on our members list. That is super cool. I love this. So that means I'm not bothering members when I don't need to be. You can also do it with tags, and there's heaps of other options available for you to add rules on there to really kind of target who it is that you want to see this promotion. And then we just hit launch, we make active, and we click finish. And because I've already added the plugin and everything else in the setup, which I will show in another video, everything's already done, and I'm just ready to hit go, and it will automatically show up on my website. So now I'm going to take you through an actual just opt-in form. So if I go to the God-Centered Business one, so our highest one, like literally that is all I've created. It's super simple. The rest of the marketing I've kind of done actually in here, but I can make it like this and add all these bits and bobs in if I wanted to as well. The next is display area. So this is an embed form. So I've picked all the different places on the website so we can see which converts. So this is freebie page. It is number one. It's the first one. Obviously, it doesn't really matter about location because this is an embed form. So I just get the embed code and I embed that into Elementor. I want it to be shown to all visitors. And then if I go back to customize and I hit on the form, this is where all the form settings comes up. And I can add in what I want. I can also add in radio buttons here if I wanted them to select something that I could then do really targeted emails for. I've got actions, so I want to redirect to subscriber thank you. So it's a really nice thank you once they've joined. And then I'm adding them to the automation God-centered business. So when they do fill out the form, the automation gets triggered and they get sent their content. So that is a embed form. And then the final one is I want to show you is our pop-up form. So this is where basically I'm greeting the person at our page and helping them interact if they want that. So if I go to edit, new to CWIBL, I'm SJ, the founder. Let's see if I can point you in the right direction. Get started. So on this side, you can see steps. So I'm taking them through a journey. I'm asking them different questions. And now we've had it for a bit, I'm going to ask them different questions here. But here I'm just offering the different opt-ins that we've got available. And then once they pick one, it's going to take them to different forms to fill in there. All I'm doing here is pointing them to the different freebies. But I am going to make this more journey aware. So are you at the beginning of your business, been in it for 2 or 3 years, etc., and then point them in different directions. But this was just to get us started, to have a play around with what it is that and how these work and how people react with them. As you can see, I've excluded a heap of different places where I don't want them to be. So basically anything that's membership related, I don't want it to turn up. And it's only going to show up one time for one session. So basically the first time someone rocks up that they've not visited the website before. So I'm making it super targeted again, and then I've hit launch and it will appear. So there's some different ways of how we use ConvertBox. As you can see, it's super powerful. We've been using this for about 2 months now, and we're still learning every time we log in something new that we can do with it that we think is awesome. So I highly recommend for you to go and take a look. Here's some more stats about all the different groups over the last 30 days. I've got 3 different businesses hooked up to this, so I only need to pay once, and I can manage all of my different websites. I only have the one active campaign as well for all my websites. We've super condensed down this year, moved everything over into one place, just to make our lives a little bit easier. So yeah, if you've got any questions or you would like ConvertBox to be set up for your business, please feel free to get in contact with us. But as you can see, we are a big fan of ConvertBox. We know that we're going to be doing more with it. And if you're after something that does a lot of things all in one place for one price, then ConvertBox is for you. Thanks so much for watching the review of ConvertBox. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments, send us an email. We'd love to be able to set up ConvertBox for you, get everything integrated and automated so you can sell killer opt-ins and freebies for your business. Download the price guide below, and I look forward to doing this for you.